even the fighter Garcia. I'm not here to bash him, but this is the same fighter that came to the Mayweather boxing gym and boxed Rolly and ran out the gym.
We have breaking news. The professional boxer Ryan Garcia, your king, has suffered a loss yesterday to Rolly Romero. Now, why is this upsetting? Because Ryan Garcia was expected to rematch Devin the Dream Haney, who he defeated with a highly controversial bout because Ryan Garcia was caught taking performance enhancement drugs. So he had a year layoff due to those findings. Devin Haney sued Ryan Garcia. There was a whole bunch of back and forth. It took a toll on the boxing world. And Ryan Garcia had his first fight yesterday after his ban being lifted and him pretty much being able to step back in the ring. But it wasn't good for him. He had a second round knockdown. There you see it right there. Everybody thought Rolly was going to lose. Rolly isn't as experienced as Ryan Garcia. You know, Ryan Garcia, he boxed in the amateurs and everyone is like, oh, you know, skills pay the bills. But Rolly just came with that tenacity to win. And a lot of people are saying because Ryan Garcia is not able to take his performance enhancement drugs, that is one of the reasons why his performance is basically so different than the performance he had against Devin the Dream Haney. You know, Devin Haney basically never got beat like that. Devin Haney's always been known to be a defensively sound boxer and disciplined boxer, but the way Ryan Garcia defeated Devin Haney, he really made Devin Haney look like an amateur, in my opinion. Came out, he was on performance enhancement drugs, but, you know, and that's one of the reasons that his performance was so superior to Devin Haney. He missed weight on that Devin Haney fight. So everyone was expecting Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney to fight. But, I mean, all Ryan Garcia had to do was win against Rolly Romero. He couldn't do it. You know, there's footage of Floyd telling Ryan Garcia that, you know, you're not on Rolly's level, that Rolly would beat you.
Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm going to do? I'm putting the money up right now. If Ryan Garcia can beat Rolly, I give him $200,000 cash. Less fights than he has. He's gonna fight Rolly. Accept the bout with Rolly. I give him $200,000 cash if he beat Rolly. Now, once he lose to Rolly, I don't want him to ever say Tank name again.
Gervonta Davis even is on record stating that Rolly Romero is one of the hardest hitting boxers he has faced. So, you know, people is looking like Rolly Romero like he's a slouch because he came into the boxing world later in his teenage years. A lot of the other boxers, they've been boxing since they were 8 years old and, you know, 6 years old being in the boxing ring. But Rolly, he's someone who I believe he started boxing at 16 or even 18 years old, which is late for a professional boxer. So what is going to come now of the Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia 2? Because, you know, Devin Haney wants that revenge. He wants that get back. It was good for promotions if both of them would have won their fight. Devin Haney fought a boxer named Romero yesterday. I mean, it wasn't a blockbuster fight. A lot of people said Devin Haney ran the majority of the fight. But of course, Devin Haney, he's coming off of a year layoff and he had to kind of get back acclimated to the ring. Some people is calling it ring rust. Others is calling it he's gun shy because of the beating he took from Ryan Garcia. It's almost like a nightmare. He don't want that to happen again. So he was fighting very cautious. He was fighting on his back feet, and he got the win though, and I guess that's all that matters. But can't say the same for Ryan Garcia. A lot of money has been basically jeopardized. You could say he blew a bag. He fumbled a bag because this was guaranteed money from the Turk Alashiko, the Turk guy who's in boxing now. Guaranteed money. The boxing match yesterday was epic. It was in the middle of Times Square. This is the first time in history a boxing match of this magnitude happened outdoors in the middle of Times Square. I mean, it was something that you'll probably see in Street Fighter or one of those old school video games. Got the ring in the middle of the street, and it was really a historical event for boxing. And I think the Turkey guy is doing a great job with boxing. I mean, he's putting on the fights that we want to see. And if it was not for him, we would have not, a lot of fights would not have happened. And we possibly will be waiting years just to get some of our favorite fights. So salute to Turkey. I don't want to mess up his whole name, Turkey Alashik or Alazik, you know, but salute to Turkey doing his thing in boxing. As a fan, I appreciate it. Hey, to all the Ryan Garcia fans and all the Ryan Garcia lovers, can Ryan Garcia perform at a high level if he's not on PEDs? That's my question. Can Ryan Garcia perform at an elite level if he's not on PEDs? And it's clear, one of the only reasons he beat Devin Haney is because he came in 4 pounds or 3 pounds overweight. He didn't even try to make the weight. And then he needed performance enhancement drugs. And it's clear, because if Rolly was such a amateur skill level fighter, Ryan should have been able to disable him. Ryan should have been able to defeat him, even if he just fought him on the outside to use his jab, you know, stick and move. But he couldn't, because Ryan is not the same Ryan that he was when he fought Devin Haney. This is King Messiah. Hey, I appreciate everybody subscribing. We building. Hey, and it's all love, man. No hate. Peace.
Bash anyone, even the fighter Garcia. I'm not here to bash him, but this is the same fighter that came to the Mayweather boxing gym and boxed Rolly and ran out the gym. This is the same fighter.
Wow, you were there for that?
No, I wasn't there, but we got plenty of footage. So before you call out Devin Haney, before you call out the Lopez champion, before you call out Gervonta Tank Davis, get past Rolly first. And I gave him this offer a long time ago. He's ducking Rolly. This guy telling somebody
made up their mind of what's next. There's nothing to derail. I don't care about what happens next because it has nothing to do with me. But there's no like, oh, if I knock out Ryan Garcia or when I knock him out, that I'm derailed and I'm next in line for Haney. Like, no, they already made up their mind. It's clear that they made up their mind. They're trying to use, but the thing is, that's not really how you should do business, because you got a massive card and you have no idea who's fighting who.